Namaste viewers. Tell me about your lifestyle and I'll tell you how successful you are in your life. Yes, everything ultimately comes down to how you spend your time, how disciplined you are, and how aligned your lifestyle is with your goals. Lifestyle is not something that you can pick up on overnight. These are small little conscious steps. These are some sort of a responsibility that you have towards your own body, your mind, your energy, that you start building in a specific routine and thereby reach the final goal or destination that you've been dreaming for. Most of the times we see some therapy clients where they talk about fancy goals and the things that they want to manifest, but their discipline, their routine, their lifestyle is no way aligned to that. So if you want to achieve something significant, if you want to make it big, you should also ensure that your lifestyle, what you do during the day, is aligned with that. Otherwise, this will just be that fancy thing where in some sort of a delusion you're just trying to brag about your own self, and that harping is not going to help you in any way. So today let us understand how we can plan and program an effective lifestyle and how that can ultimately help us to reach our final destination. Well, of course, a specific lifestyle or a discipline, how you spend your time, depends on which genre of work you're in or what is that you want to achieve in life. But then do you know that there are certain thumb rules, basic principles in lifestyle that you have to follow no matter what profession or what choices or what goals you've made in your life. The first one is definitely, without a second thought, giving self-time. Self-care is something extremely crucial without which you will not be able to unlock the potential inside and bring that onto everything that you are doing. Sometimes hard work may not fetch appropriate results. We have all experienced that, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's something special, some energy which kindles from within and sometimes called as luck or fortune, but definitely comes through a lot of consistent efforts in balancing our lifestyle. So, early in the morning, sit with yourself and give yourself a little time to connect with your inner space. It could be either through meditation, through journaling, or just sitting in a little bit of silence where you know that you are a person beyond your physical identity. So there's a whole new world inside when you try to tap in, and from that inner world you can derive enough energy, enough inspiration and enough courage to do all that you are aspiring for. Well, this being one part, you should also ensure that you are taking care of your physical exercise. Yes, sometimes, especially housewives, I hear them saying, I do a lot of work at home. Do I have to do something otherwise consciously? Yes, of course you have to, because an exercise or yoga is something where you integrate your mind, your energy and your body. So when you put these three things in harmony is when your energy is amplified. So without doing that, if you're just nagging and doing some household chores, I will definitely not call that as exercise. Okay, so give some time to work through the whole thing, as in put a protocol for it. Every day for 15 minutes I will do this exercise, or every day for 30 minutes I'll go out to the park, do jogging, whatever it is, whichever suits you. And definitely I'm a little biased towards yoga and practices which integrate the mind, body and spirit, because there's no other practice which can balance all these aspects for us. Now, apart from that, conscious eating, I've spoken about it in detail in one of the previous episodes. Kindly look into it as well. So right choices, because sometimes when we are disturbed or when we are not very conscious about eating, we just start binge eating. We are not very particular about what is getting into our stomach. But do you know that your gut influences your mind and vice versa? So what you're putting into your stomach also becomes your mental health. So it's very important that you choose the right thing to put into your system. Well, apart from all this, self-introspection. Again, I've spoken in detail in the previous episodes about this. So just see which are those aspects where you have to work and become better, your weakness, your threats, and also look into your strengths, your opportunities, and see how with your self-training, that self-conversation, self-talk, or how by seeking help from some professionals you can get over those limitations and march on with more confidence. Well, apart from all this, I always believe in reading a lot of books, because whether it is directly aligned with what work you're doing, it can give you a lot of insights about how you can effectively handle a lot of things. For instance, handling people effectively, having effective communication skills, or saving money appropriately. So many aspects of right living can be achieved by reading some good books. Yes, and again in the night, go through the whole day and see where you could have been a little better than yesterday. Now, if you're able to incorporate a little bit of spirituality, definitely clubbed with some conscious body care, with good exercise, good nourishment through conscious eating, and also being accountable to your own self, then sky is the limit. Nothing can stop you, and you can march on with absolute confidence to achieve the goal that you are here for. Pursue that purpose of life that you were looking for. In the next episode, I'll also talk about the purpose of life and how can we identify that. Until then, do take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. Namaste.